Alright, what is up, Frazzell family? We've got Brandon here, owner Luthier here, Frazzell Guitars. So some exciting news to start out this episode. So the first exciting news is I found a Mexican Coke, several of them, and I love a big bottle Coke, one of those small bottles. There's something about a Coke in a glass bottle, anything in a glass bottle, that's great. I'm like, what does this have to do with guitars? It just has to do that I love Coke in a glass bottle. So, first up on today's episode, some exciting news. I'm just going to update you on some things happening here around the shop before I show you today's exciting news. So, I gotta be honest with you guys. You guys know me. I'll talk about that in a minute. So, one thing I want to mention is on today's episode, we are talking about some very fun and exciting things, but let's talk about what I did last night. So I am starting on my brand new, so I've not had a good place to finish guitars at, especially like when I say finish, like finish work, like paint, finish, all that stuff. I've had a kind of a rinky-dink little setup. So I'm building my own paint booth off-site, not on location here at the store, but I'm building off-site a paint booth, which I'm extremely excited about because that is going to be great and whatnot. I'm excited for that to happen. So that's one plus. So we start building on it. So what I did was I bought a pre-made building, and we're just going to convert that into a paint booth. So I'm excited about all the work that's coming here at the store and at the shop, which is pretty cool. And so we're working on that. That's going to be an incredible thing, and I can finally have a place to paint guitars. Because here's the deal. Space, you know, 90% of my space here at the store is for the store, for the guitar, strings, accessories, and my repair bench. Back in the back, I don't have that much room to do much building. I do have room to build, just not a crazy amount. It's a little cramped. And another thing is I take what I get when I start out with it. When I started out with this, so that's kind of a thing. But something I mentioned with that is a paint booth is something I needed. I've been using a little tiny space to paint at where I live. And that's just not been working out. I have to move things around, clean. It just makes it tough on me to do something there. So it's just going to make it easier on me to paint and to do all my work out of this dedicated booth. I can leave things in there to gas off, dry, because I didn't have a place to properly leave things to gas off, to dry, to do all that kind of stuff. So I've really been working out this new system, and so I've got to, so I start construction, or not construction, but I start working on it probably tonight. But that's pretty much what's happening here in the shop. Now next, so I talked about something, guys. I gotta admit something. I wouldn't say but if there's one guitar out there in this whole entire world that I'm a fan of, that one company makes, it's this model. So I don't necessarily 100% hate Martin. Everybody's like, I want to say hate. I'm just not a Martin fan. I'm more of a Gibson acoustic guy. But if I was going to have a Martin guitar, what I would want would be an OM. And here in a second, you'll see that my buddy Jonathan on the fret job actually brought in his guitar to for a level crown and polish and some cleanup and whatnot. So I'm extremely excited to show you how gorgeous this guitar is. And so when you see this guitar, you are going to flip out of how pretty and how gorgeous it is. And I mean, this is the reason that I like this guitar. I would play this guitar tried and true all over the place. I love it. It's pretty, and if I was, it would be a guitar like this, OM like this, with these back and sides, or a rosewood OM. I'm not crazy on a mahogany OM. You're like, oh, you got a Hummingbird mahogany. I like that, but I don't like the mahogany on the OM. I'm just really picky with what I like. I'm weird, so if you haven't already guessed that by watching the fret job, what I like, it's just because I like what I like. Jonathan likes what he likes. Everybody likes what they like, but this is going to be one mean little guitar when it's finished. And so now I'm going to show you guys the rest. So I will probably shoot some scenes of me working on this guitar here in a few, but right now I'm going to get it all taken down and go from there. So yeah, I will catch you back. So if you guys watch the fret job, you know how much I like to pick on Jonathan. So I'm not picking on anybody else but him. So if you do this, I'm not picking on you, just him. Look at how many times he wound this around the post. Really? Really? No, I'm just giving him heck because I like to. What's up, Frazzell family? I hope you can see me okay and hear me. So, we got Jonathan's Martine on the bench. So, looking at this guitar, it was severely overblown. So, I put my notch ruler down the guitar, and I mean, it just rocked. It was severely overblown, and I mean, I could tell that sighting down it anyway. But right now I'm going to level the frets out, and I'm going to do this on video. So here's the deal: even with the neck straight as possible, flat, straight, it's got some rock in the frets. He's played this guitar for a long time, and I mean it's a solid piece. So everybody that curious to what this is, a lot of people use it. I've got a piece to cover the top here, which is cork, and basically it holds the body for me while I level this out. It just holds the body, keeps it down and flat for me. That'll be so it don't move around while I level this out. So this is a great guitar, and I love it. So that's kind of one thing with it, is the level. So we are going to continue with the level, crown, and polish, and I'm going to level the frets out, and then I'll probably crown them off camera. I don't know, but yeah. So here we go. So I've got my tool. And by the way, this has got some pretty crazy divots. In this, that's part of the problem as well. And while it's on my mind, sorry to keep stopping, but Also, let me know how you think about the new camera. Still trying to figure all the ins and outs and whereabouts of it. But, yeah. So it's almost all level. If you get the neck nice and flat, you'll have a good level on your guitar. It'll be a whole lot easier. And fresh sandpaper. I use 320 because, well, anything coarser than that is going to leave a lot of scratches. They're going to be harder to get out later. And I have learned the mistake of using like 180 grit, 120 grit to do this when I was going to school for this and other various times. But 320, it may take a tad bit longer, but you'll get a better result in the end. So yeah, this board is all level. It took me hardly no time to get that down. So we'll be back after the crowning process. Alrighty, Frazzell fam, I thought I'd give you a look at this. So this is the pick guard that I ordered for my Hummingbird, and I'm gonna put that on after a while because, well, my guitar, personal guitar, deserves a little TLC, little love. So I'm going to spread a little love to my baby. And I'm going to work on my my baby here in a bit because you know, she deserves it. And she's got the coolest guy playing it, in my opinion. And so even I maintain my own instruments. And I maintain that because I love it. So let me show you this level crown and polish, or level. So we've got some nice leveled out frets there, all the way down through. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, I'll come back after the level crown and polish and go from there. All right, we are back with that crown. I don't know if you guys can see those thin lines all the way up through there, but this is a pretty solid guitar, and I look forward when I get done to let you guys hear how it sounds. So I'm going to run through the setup. I may run through it on camera, it depends here, but I'm going to polish these out and whatnot. And we'll go from there. So yeah, what's up everybody, this is Brandon here at Frazzell Guitars, and we got Jonathan from the Fret Job here, and I haven't shown you guys, so I'm going to go through while he's playing. This thing is clean as a whistle. I know I tease Jonathan a lot, but this is really a great guitar. And And I'll be honest, if I was looking for a guitar that was a Martin, that would be what I want. Show them the back. I've already showed you guys the money shot, but here it is again. That is beautiful guitar. And he does that guitar justice. And he'll have many more James Brown covers. And you do. Is that what you do, James Brown?
James Brown covers, yeah.
Okay.
That's me.
That was him, James Brown covers. I'm not going to tease him about the Shania Twain covers. He does not play Shania Twain covers. I just like to tease him about it. But if he ever wanted to do a rendition of Let's Go Girls, I'd kind of be...
I'm just happy to have it back, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a quality guitar. And the best part about this guitar, guys, over anything, no matter what brand it is, the fact that inside that guitar it says made in the USA. Yeah. And you can't beat that.
Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir.